Blackstone Audio presents Work Like Any Other, a novel by Virginia Reeves. This book is read by Dan John Miller. For my grandmother, Teresa Reeves. Alabama does not mean here we rest. It never did. Mrs. L.B. Bush, from A Decade of Progress in Alabama, 1924. Kilby Prison marks the impending transfer of the state of Alabama from the rear ranks of prison management to the front ranks. Alabama is following the example of the state of New York and the state of Virginia in establishing a central distributing prison to which prisoners will be sent immediately upon their conviction and where they will receive, first, a thorough study of their history, second, a most thorough examination, mental and physical, by trained experts, third, a thorough course of treatment to remove any remedial defects, fourth, assignment to that prison and employment for which the convict is best adapted, and fifth, a systematic course of reformatory treatment and training, in order that the prisoner may be restored to society, if possible, a self-respecting, upright, useful, and productive citizen. Hastings H. Hart, from Social Progress of Alabama, 1922. Part 1. Chapter 1. The electrical transformers that would one day kill George Haskin sat high on a pole about 10 yards off the northeast corner of the farm where Roscoe T. Martin lived with his family. There were 3 transformers in all, and they stepped down electricity that belonged to Alabama Power, stepped it down to run on new lines along a farm fence, then on through the woods, then straight to the farmhouse and the barn. Roscoe built the transformers himself. He built the lines. He did not have permission. The idea for running in power arrived nearly a year before the power itself. He should have been eating dinner with his family, but he'd hurt his son and made his wife cry, so he was walking the cursed land his wife had forced him to. He took the path through the north corn to bring him close to the new power lines along Old Hyssop Road. The corn was to his hips, still young, and the giant grasses brushed his fingers, a sickly feeling that set him shaking out his hands, as if to unseat an insect. Of all the crops on his wife's land, corn was Roscoe's least favorite, something obscene in its size and growth, in its stalks and blades and seeds, everything too big. His wife and son had been reading together on the sofa, an oil lamp on the tall table behind them lighting the pages. When he'd first courted the boy's mother.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?